Hello everyone, this is Group 2 presenting the case study of Tesla's approach to innovation. A very few companies have attracted as much scorn and adoration as Tesla. When Tesla launches a product like the Cybertruck, the reception tends to be divisive.
This is something truly revolutionary.
Critics see it as further evidence that founder Elon Musk is out of touch and doomed to fail, while supporters buy in. Within a month, Tesla received 2 lakh pre-orders for the vehicle. Compared to that of the Ford 150, the world's best-selling in 2018, which sold just over 1 million vehicles that year. Disagreements aside, there is no question that the company has shifted the auto industry towards electric vehicles and achieved consistently growing revenues. At the start of 2020, Tesla was the highest performing automaker in terms of total returns, sales growth, and long-term shareholder value.
The Tesla master plan is very simple. We start off creating an expensive, low-volume car to help break the mold in electric vehicles.
Surely, there is a method to what seems like madness to so many. To understand Tesla's strategy, one must first separate its two primary pillars. Headline grabbing moves like launching the Cybertruck or the Roadster 2.0, which the company claims will accelerate faster than any production car ever made, and the big bet it is making on its core vehicles, the models S, X, 3 and Y. These efforts aim to achieve different things, winning the resource to commercialize versus actually commercializing the idea. But they come together to achieve a central goal: bring a new innovation to the market. Now, let's start with the first part of the strategy. In our view, the efforts like the Cybertruck aren't really about making money. They are about getting attention and proving that Tesla is one of the world's most innovative companies, specifically for the purpose of building Tesla's ability to win support from stakeholders. That is what we called innovation capital. Innovation capital consists of 4 factors. Who you are, that is, innovation specific human capital. Your capacity for forward thinking, creative problem solving, and persuasion. Second, who you know, innovation specific social capital. Your social connection with people who have valuable resources for innovation. What you have done, innovation specific reputation capital. Your track record and reputation for innovation. The things you do to generate attention and credibility for yourself and your ideas, what we call impression amplifiers. Politicians with political capital can get others to join them in pursuing their objectives. In a similar fashion, business leaders with innovation capital can attract the resources needed for innovation to flourish.
Driving a gasoline car is going to feel like yesterday. Driving this car is driving the future.
Based on our case study of Tesla, we have observed that Elon Musk is a master of building and using innovation capital to win support for his ideas. Not only does he leverage his past success at PayPal and SpaceX to win support for future projects, he also uses what we call impression amplifiers to get stakeholders on board. For example, when Musk stands on stage and reveals the Cybertruck, he doesn't just talk about the new idea, he materializes it, putting it physical form to convince skeptics. He also broadcasts the idea through big media launches like the demo for the Cybertruck, which gets the third party talking about the company and generating the buzz. Similarly, when Musk tweets to his 29 million followers that the Roadster will include 10 small rocket thrusters, he probably isn't serious when he says that maybe they will even allow a Tesla to fly. But he is creating a positive impression for Tesla by leveraging another impression amplifier, comparing or drawing a connection between his innovation and other successful one. This comparison creates an impression between the technical superiority of Tesla and rocket science literally. These techniques aim to build Musk and Tesla's innovation capital so that they can continue to win support from investors, customers, and employees to keep Tesla operating. Now, what makes this strategy truly unique is not just Tesla's produce electric vehicles, but that is introduced a new hardware and software architecture. For example, a Tesla has more software than the average vehicle and it is integrated around a single central software architecture. Although most gas-powered cars have softwares too, they typically have less software and operate on a different architecture, making it more challenging to imitate Tesla's ability to update software and optimize vehicle performance. Tesla's ecosystem strategy also considers the level of individual components for its products. Why? We know from past research that the profit in an industry tends to flow to the bottlenecks, the components that limit the performance of the system. In the case of electric cars, even though batteries are made of commodity materials, because their power capacity limits the performance of most applications, especially cars, they are bottleneck to the performance of the whole system. By investing in batteries, producing them at scale and in better ways, Tesla is betting that they will control the bottleneck and thus the profit center for the future of the industry.